In this week's portion, Vayera, we learn of 6 of the 10 plagues that befell Egypt. It's fascinating to note that before each plague, God asked Moses or Aaron to do something. For the first plagues, the plague of blood, Aaron was to take the staff and to lift it over the water. Same for the plague of frogs. For lice, the lice were supposed to come up from the earth, and Aaron was supposed to then hit the earth or touch the earth, and so on. The plague of Shchin, the plague of boils. Moses and Aaron were supposed to take soot from a furnace and throw it up, and then there would be boils all over Egypt. So the Oneg Yontiv, a great rabbi of Bialystok from the early 1800s, he asked the question, look, God could have done this on his own. And obviously, God did it on his own. Just taking the stick and touching the water, that's not going to turn it into blood. And come on, you take the furnace, the ashes from the furnace, throw it up in the air. Oh, it's going to fly and that's going to turn into boils all over the Egyptians. Obviously, God is doing it. Why did God ask Moses and Aaron to do something? And he explains this is such a basic concept in all of Judaism and understanding how mitzvahs work, how our prayers work, how blessings from God come to this earth. And he explains, the Oneg Yontiv explains that this is actually from the teachings of the Nefesh HaChaim, Rabbi Chaim of Volozhin, that all blessings come to earth, come to this planet, depending on us and depending on how the Jewish people follow the Torah and keep the Torah and do the mitzvos. Our actions stimulate and generate blessing that comes down from heaven. Here with the plagues, it was God wanted an action from us so that then the result, here it was the result of the plague to emerge, to come down to the earth on the Egyptians, that was stimulated by our action. This concept is so important for us to know. The importance of every single action, a smile, an act of kindness, any mitzvah that we do, a blessing that we make, a prayer that we say, it brings blessing down to this earth. Whatever happens, results, the blessings of God, the compassion of God, the power of God emerges when we, through our actions. There's a beautiful halacha, a law, in the writing of a Torah, the writing of a mezuzah, the writing of tefillin. The scribe needs to say the word before he writes it. The Chafetz Chaim explains what happens. Of course, one reason to say the word is to make sure that which he's writing is going to be correct. But another reason is that the spiritual strength, the spiritual feeling of the scribe will, when he says it, it will go into the ink and become part of that Torah scroll. That's the power of our actions, the power of the things that we say. When we give a blessing, parents give a blessing to children. You bless somebody. You wish someone a good week. You wish someone well. Are we just saying, yeah, have a nice day? We are giving a blessing. What's happening is that our words generate blessing that comes down from heaven, that comes down from God. So, wow, we are so important. We're so amazing. And every little act that we do, and every nuance of more feeling that we inject into a mitzvah that we perform, brings more and more result, more and more blessing. And that's how God wanted it. God wants us to partner with Him in the functioning of the world. Have a fabulous, beautiful Shabbos.